Hello everybody.
Well, the games keep coming thick and fast as we return to Thursday night conference action in the quarter-final second leg against Gent. Kick-off at the Olympic Stadium on Thursday, obviously, is at 8 p.m. Should the sides be level at full time, extra time will be played, with kicks from the penalty mark being available should the scores remain level after that. Better check those last trains home just in case. So, Gent then. Well, I covered much of the territory last week before we muddled our way through to a 1-1 draw. Since then, both sides have drawn matches, Gent picking up a point away at Mechelen, with us doing the same at home to Arsenal, of which more later. Now, whilst a point on the road is generally to be welcomed, Gent will be a little bit disappointed not to have come away with two more. Things are tight between Gent and Club Brugge in the battle for fourth place, which will enable the winners to enter the playoff spot that decides the title in the Belgian League. Gent and Bruges are both level on 56 points, with Gent prevailing at present by virtue of a 9-goal profit in the goal difference department over their rivals. There is one game left in the regular season, and whilst Gent are in the driving seat at present, there will be some regret that points dropped in their last two matches have meant that they haven't got their playoff status settled already. Meanwhile, 1 point behind those two, looking on optimistically, in the hope of a double Foynehaven moment, is that famous old name of European football, Standard Liège, who, realistically, are probably resigned to the second playoff group, in which 4 teams will fight over the remaining Thursday night league place. Daisy tells me that their trip to Mechelen saw them make numerous changes from the side that performed creditably in the first leg. In particular, Gift Emmanuel Orban was originally given the afternoon off, but he did play most of the second half as part of their Plan B in an attempt to gain the extra 2 points that would have eased a few nerves. Right back Mathis Samoise was their goalscorer at the weekend, though he's likely to be on the bench on Thursday. They've got no fresh injury worries and they will come to the second leg with the same squad that was available to them in the first. As I say, we covered most of this territory last week, so we'll move quickly on to the wild and wacky world of association football. Now, it's been very amiss of me in recent weeks not to remark on the progress of Chelsea, who've resorted to the failed Derby, failed Everton and yes, failed Chelsea manager Frank Lampard Jr. to see them through till the end of the season. It's an odd choice. I mean, it's not as if they've had no first-hand experience of his abilities, is it? I mean, he can't even point to having had some success during the break between his 2 spells at Stamford Bridge, given that he spent that break doing the square root of not very much. As I say, it's a very odd appointment, but you've got to kind of think that both club and manager deserve each other. Let's move on to us, shall we? How weird was that game then? We started off in the manner that we've been crying out for ages, closing down, harrying and hustling and making things difficult for them. Then we went to sleep and found ourselves shell-shocked and somehow 2-0 down. This was going to require reserves of guts to get out of, something that over the course of the season had been very much in short supply. However, slowly we started to remember that we weren't just there to make up the numbers. The first goal came as a result of us putting them under pressure, and it was something that seemed to serve as a light bulb moment for the team. In fact, we were so on top that there were murmurs of disappointment at half-time that a free kick hadn't been played into the box in an attempt to get what would have been a deserved equaliser just before the interval. That the equaliser did come was actually no surprise as we took the game to them in the earlier stages of the second half. Now, yeah, we rode a bit of luck with the penalty miss, but frankly the decision to award the spot kick in the first place was a disgrace, so justice was served. As for Arsenal, well, they've ridden their luck so far this season, and the fact that the debate is raging amongst their supporters as to whether or not second place might not all be that bad is really a bit of a giveaway. Still, at least it shut them up on social media. Not one of the usual suspects appeared on my social media timelines this week with their template, "Well done Arsenal" messages. Of late, the papers have been full of stories linking Declan Rice with their move to Islington. I'd say, Declan, mate, surely you can do better than that. On the injury front, Agard will be available for selection. Ogbonna, on the other hand, will miss out through suspension following the frankly ludicrous yellow card he picked up in the first leg. Skamaka will have had his operation by now, but reports suggest that his season may be over. So, on to the prediction then. Well, as our opponents played in the first leg, I can't help but feeling that they may have shot their bolt. We were poor in the first leg, and yet we still came away with a draw. Now, the psychological boost of doing a number on the league leaders should work wonders on a squad for whom confidence has been an issue all season. You could almost see the blood flowing back into their faces as we grew into the game at the weekend. So I'm banking on there being enough of the old West Ham turning up on Thursday night for me to place the £2.50 that I was going to spend on a congratulations on winning the league card to centre Man City on a home win. I shall fire up the Winston Turf Accountancy app on my phone when I've worked out how to switch it on to place a wager on us to win the match 3-1. Enjoy the game.
We're here in the offices of a Late Late Show with the host of a Late Late Show, James Corden.
Hi.
Big West Ham fan.
Yes. And big knees up Mother Brown, man.
Yeah.
Get on the forum at kumb.com. Come on, you irons.